celebrate International Women's Day, a panel discussion on the topic Gender Equality and You have been organized by the Media Science Department of the Academy.
Anchoring with Z24 Ghanta and later ABP Digital as special correspondent. As Film and Television Institute and of India research scholar, she made 2 documentaries, namely Bharti Devi, A Beautiful Heart and Beyond Borders, 50 Years of Mekhe Dhaka Tara, which got selected in many film festivals, including the KIFF. As a writer, she has 2 big books to her credit, Tochon Ghosh, She Jolsha Ghor and Deepak to Dev, the biography of actor MP Dev Adhikari. Please welcome Sharmila Showhouse. Gentlemen, and our team, we request you to felicitate her.
When we were kids, it was quite normal to be faced with small things like boys don't play with dolls, girls play with kitchen utensils, we sit and get our dolls married to other friends' dolls while the boys are cycling outside or they're climbing trees or they're doing some other adventurous thing. So these were all things that we didn't really question very much, except when I began to be older and start going to college, and then you start wondering, why does this kind of conditioning happen from a very young age?
Good afternoon to all of you. I think all of you are from media science students over here. Okay. Congratulations to you and welcome to our world. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this question. Maybe I can sum up in one sentence, that is, whenever you are shown on television or writing your name, some articles are coming up in your byline, you are a commodity, no matter what gender you belong to. I'm about to disclose an inside story. The questions are formed before the interview begins, and there are support system. There are, one or more support systems to push informations, which is not visible when you are watching as an audience. So when you are watching it from the audience seat, you are actually watching a half-scripted thing on television. So again, I think it doesn't matter whether you are a male or a female, because it depends on something that has been half preset.
Even if I feel that I am not contributing, and he said, why are you feeling that you're not contributing? Everyone has a different role to play, and each role is important. If today a maid is not coming to work, I am not able to go to work. So the importance of role is only visible when that person is invisible. So he said that you are contributing. Do not feel that your role is not important compared to mine. Every role is different, and you should follow your passion of working. And I continued from there. I think all women who have achieved something, like there's a saying that behind a successful man there's a woman. I think behind every successful woman also has to be a man.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. Yes.
Without the contribution of my husband, it was impossible for me. He looks after mostly my family. I'll start from the film industry, because in the film industry itself, someone has raised hand that she is not being paid as much as her male counterparts. Kangana has raised it, Vidya Balan raised it, and in recent times, in Tolly industry also, it's happening. And yes, their pay gap is huge, really huge. And that is something in our media industry. If I come back to my media industry, no, pay gap is not that much that I'll be complaining about. Okay, it starts. It is there, but again, I think my profession. In my profession, I have been into journalism for last 17 years, and just 1.5 years back, I have started off my own company, and I am the first journalist to start a personalized media platform in West Bengal or in Bengal. Which, thank you so much. Which, it started off all of a sudden. And I relate to your question because this pay gap actually intrigued me. Why should there be? Okay. And I was not happy with my salary slip. That was the real reason to chuck my job and start off my own, because I wanted to discover, or I wanted to know the real reason why I am not paying, I am not drawing that salary which I deserve. So I started evaluating myself in terms of market value. Because in all my life, being a media person, I have learned that I have been used as a commodity. People has used me as, people or the organizations I have worked for, they have used me as amplifier. But still, I have, with my experience of last 1.5 years, I have come down to, I have condescended to an idea that pay check actually depends, moderated by the higher up authorities of any organization. It depends on their liking and not really gender bias. I don't want to elaborate. There are cases where men take advantages and women also take advantage of many situations.
There are many times when we see children who are considered biologically male to be demonstrating ways of behaving or walking or physical attributes which are considered feminine. And I think we have to learn to differentiate between stereotyping or expectations that are placed on certain gender visible characteristics or features. I think Paramita is much more equipped to answer this, and she is in this field. But just one more thing I wanted to say, we have to stop thinking of binaries. Because I think by now enough research has been done to show that gender is a sliding scale. And there are places on the scale in which you can place yourself. And it doesn't have to be either or, black or white.
Then just consider a situation where, like the previous person who questioned, that in the Natya Shastra, the man is like all macho and the woman is all wilting all over the place. Can you just reverse that situation? Do you have can you think of any situation where it's just the opposite? Why? To save the kingdom. I'm talking about natural. Childbirth. During childbirth, it's the man who is just nowhere around the scene. He's like a ball of nerves. He's breaking into tears. He's panicking, and it's the woman who is completely dominating the scene. So at that time, when we look at the woman, do we ask whether she's feminine or masculine? She's fierce. I mean, she's fiercer than a guy whose girlfriend is being snatched away by another guy. She will kill. So if killing is masculine, then how much more masculine can you get? Men can cry, women can bash up somebody else. So what if they get hurt in return?
It's not that we should focus on the character traits. We should stay away from that. We should focus on our skill set. I think that would be better for all of us in terms of equality.
That's quite a useful thing. Yeah, skill
I would
sets.
like
Yeah.
to say that God has created each of us unique, and we should celebrate our uniqueness rather than thinking about whether I am equal to the other person or not. So being unique is our own uniqueness. We should celebrate that and not think about being equal to somebody else.
I pledge to help women, girls, men and boys achieve their ambitions and aspirations, challenge bias, call for gender leadership, value men and women's contribution equally, create inclusive, flexible cultures.
Hey guys, this is Sharmila Maiti from Sharmila Showhouse, and please subscribe my channel, click the bell button for more updates.